Welcome to the first ever T3 podcast series. Today we are inside the arena with Shadyfox Gaming, and we're going to ask him some questions, and we're going to get to know a little bit more about him, as well as talk about some of the stuff in T3. I hope you guys enjoy. This is going to be a really cool one. I want to collaborate with other arena creators to do videos like this. So definitely like the video, stay tuned for more, and let's go hear it from Shady. All right, Shady, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
All right. First of all, before I jump into it, thanks for making this step happen, and thanks for picking me as the first creator to make this podcast with. So, about myself, where to start? I consider myself as a passionate gamer. I was always close to gaming, and it all started back at the age of like 5. And back in those days, we had games like Prince of Persia, Test Drive, and Street Rod, and all that stuff. And I'm lucky enough that I have a gamer vibe, so it didn't stop after we met each other and got married. Gaming was like always present in a way, because there were cases where we like slowed down a bit. But to give you some highlights, we played years in World of Warcraft. Okay. I'm not sure if I should be proud or ashamed, but the in-time gameplay, we had that in-game time counter, and I spent more than a year in World of Warcraft.
Oh wow.
within like I think 3 or 4 years. So that was like that dark phase of my life.
The dark ages.
Yeah. But after that, we have 2 kids. So okay. I have I'm not sure if, viewers know, but I have family. I have 2 kids. And at that time, we really tried to slow down and focus on becoming good parents.
Of course,
but then like the next big chapter was Mobile Legends. We spent, I don't know, 3 or 4 years in Mobile Legends, just hitting Mythic and becoming global players and stuff like that. I also played Counter-Strike and a bunch of other games. Like, looking back, there was always something I played with. And I remember that Final Fantasy was one of my favorites. That was the game where I actually started learning English.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So, guys and parents, if you see this, if you feel that video games are causing addictions and are bad for kids, I can say that's not true. I mean, it really comes with benefits. My daughter is at the moment 10 years old, and she played Roblox during the last couple of years. She never ever attended any of she never attended an English class, and she could actually fully understand what we're talking about.
Oh now. Wow.
And she's 10.
Dang.
So that's like my gaming background. And in real life, I have a daytime job, obviously, because we need to pay the bills, and I'm a program manager. And without going into details, basically I'm employed for a big digital agency, and my team is building websites for global brands you all aware of. I'm not going to advertise them now, but the thing is that I've been doing it already for too long. I got to the point where it's already a bit boring, like always to wake up, attend the daily calls, the project management calls, working on timelines and all that stuff. And I didn't share, but we are located in Europe, Hungary. In a nutshell, that's it about myself.
Awesome. All right. So next question is, how did you get into content creation?
Okay, great question. And it actually relates to what I said about my current job. I've been doing this digital agency stuff for more than 10 years. Like, I started as a front-end developer and then became project manager and, climbed up on the ladder. Today, in the early days, I was actually creating something. I was coding and bringing something to life. And now I'm in a much higher position, and all I'm doing is like leading a team, arranging meetings, talking to people, answering emails, but it's not satisfying anymore. So I'm not creating anything during my job, And this is why I figure out that I need to find something where I can, again, create something.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to connect that to gaming in some way. And then last year, 2021, I decided that I'm going to start my YouTube journey in January this year. We started the first channel. I had no clue what I'm doing. I just knew that I want to do some gaming related stuff.
I was in the same boat.
I thought that if we do something like an Epic Gamer Family type of channel, that would make sense. But after a couple of months, it turned out that I really need to find a niche, because if I start getting views from a specific audience and upload something else, then that nobody's gonna watch that content. We still have that channel, and actually we have more than 1,000 subscribers on the channel.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I'm not really uploading content to that channel, because that's mainly like for an audience that is like not really close to me.
Yeah.
It was more related to my kids. We have Roblox stuff and all like Minecraft and
yeah. I've seen a bunch of those videos. I've went and watched them and stuff. So I got you.
It's fun. It's fun, but it's different. And then during summer, I had that moment when I felt that I need to do something that I can fully do on my own. And this is how I ended up creating a new channel. This is how the Shadyfox channel actually started. And what I can tell you is that I love every piece of the process, like from recording. And no, let's start with gaming. Gaming, obviously.
The number one.
yeah. Then editing, fine-tuning, searching for a nice music, and so on, and publishing. That's always very exciting. I would lie if I would say that I'm not looking at the number of views and subscriptions and all that stuff. But when I started the whole thing, I had some kind of vision. I wanted to give something back to the world instead of just trying to become popular. One of the main reasons why I started was that in this rushing world, if I can put a smile on your face or entertain you for 10 minutes, and somebody is leaving a comment that, hey, I love this video, then I know that I'm on the right track, and I'm already happy. At the same time, obviously, if everything goes as planned, then this would be at one point my full-time job. So obviously that's the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
But I think I just found what I could be doing for a very, very long time. And what I mean by that, I plan to do this even if I'm way older than I am right now. We didn't talk about my age. By the way, I'm an old fox already. So I'm not a young fox, but I'm not that old. Inside, I'm like 26, and I'm going to stay there.
There you go. All right. Yeah, I like the idea of exploring your creativity and stuff like that. I'm in the similar era of finding, my niche and uploading and just creating something. So I completely understand your story of it all. So that's awesome. All right. So next question is, how did you find T3 Arena?
By accident.
Okay.
I mean, back then I went into Apple Store and I checked games I could put on the old channel, and I saw that T3 Arena was there as an upcoming game. So I just set myself a notification, and on the day when it was available for iOS, I downloaded the game. We purchased a couple of value bundles. Actually, we created 3 accounts, one for myself, my wife, and my son. We all both a value bundle. We were super happy that so many heroes dropped. And since then, it became our number 1 game.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I actually found it by accident too, so I can relate to that for sure. So that's awesome. I like that you play with your family. I think it was one of the first times that I saw you talking in the Arena creator Discord, and you were by a lake with your wife playing, and you were like, yeah, check us out. We're playing on this dock or whatever. You could see the lake in the background. I was like, that's so cool. They just play. And I can relate to that because my fiance and I play together. So That's awesome. That's really cool.
Before we jump to the next one,
Mhm.
I think this is also something I want to show the world, show to kids and also parents, that this is something that can connect you. So,
Mhm.
I mean, not just husband and wife, but also parent and kids. Because if you are not following, the pace of today's world, your kids are gonna play anyways.
True.
And if you have no clue what they're doing, then you're going to build a distance. But in our case, it's different. I exactly know what they're doing in Roblox. I can help them installing like Minecraft modules and all that
Mhm.
stuff because I'm like deep into it.
Yeah.
Which it creates a bond, which is cool
Oh, for
as a
sure.
parent.
Like, you know that they're going to try to explore video games, so you might as well like have
Hmm?
that interaction with them and kind of show them like, hey, these are the good games, and like let's play these together. Let's have that bond. And yeah, I'm excited for when we have kids because I want to do the same thing. So I take
Yeah.
inspiration from you as a father. So
Yeah, but you also need to sacrifice because the kids are gonna want you to play games they wanna play. It's
exactly.
not always that fun, but it's okay.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next question. Who is your favorite hero and why?
I have no multiple favorite heroes. That sounds bad, but I have a bunch of heroes I like playing. But if I have to name one single hero, that would be Aletta.
Okay.
and and the reason is because whatever I played in the past, I never liked heroes characters which are easy to play. I don't know, have that extra challenge.
Hmm.
For example, in Mobile Legends, I was playing Ruby. She was never strong. She was always like had weak damage and low survivability. Still, that was my main. Actually, it's a bit funny that we also have a Ruby in T3
Yeah,
Arena,
Ruby in both
but
games.
yeah, but just so you know how much I love that character, we were considering doing a Ruby tattoo.
Oh
Our
wow. Okay.
car, our car is a red Citroen, and we call it Ruby. And recently, we got a dog, a Boston Terrier, and
Hmm.
she's called Ruby as well.
Hmm.
So, but back to Aletta, I think she's one of the characters who is hardest to master. So you
Yeah.
really need to spend some time to like get used to the fact that you need to jump around and then dash in the air and then dash to the left, dash to the right, and then at the same time you need to aim. And
Hmm.
in some matches, I ended up doing like magical stuff in the air, and I realized that I'm not hitting anybody. It was like waste of time, or basically didn't add any value to the match, and that's why. But I would want to also mention Labula. I think currently my second favorite hero. Many players underestimate the strengths of
Hmm.
Labula. I think Labula is super strong because of his shield and also second ultimate. I know people usually go for the extra damage ultimates.
Hmm.
I learned during the past, during my experience with games, that ultimates and skills which give you crowd control always work better.
Oh, for
Uh,
sure.
but people don't really like to use them because you're not actually killing anybody, so you're
Hmm.
not knocking out the enemy with CCs. But if you are a real team player, then you just need to understand that CC and heal always outplays extra damage.
Oh, I agree.
That's that's true for other heroes like Shell as well, and
Mhm.
basically all those who have extra damage or CC ultimates. And besides Labula, I like playing Judex, Shell,
Hmm.
Vanguards, Jabali maybe.
Yeah, Jabali is a lot of
But
fun.
yeah, depends on the game mode
Of
and
course.
depends on what we play, but mainly Aletta.
Mainly Aletta. All right. All right. Let's jump to the next question here. What type of content is on your YouTube channel?
So basically the aim of the channel is to provide, I call it edutaining content.
Mhm.
It's like educational, but at the same time, it should be entertaining. I'm not saying that all of the videos, have the same, style, But this is like the main concept, because I believe that people who watch videos watch it because they want to get something. They want to learn something. They want to get something for free, or they just want to have fun. And in that case, it needs to be entertaining. And therefore, one of the classic video types is obviously gameplay. My gameplay videos come with face cam and commentary, but instead of just playing, I always try to come up with some kind of topic, like I'm gonna review Shell's second ultimate, and I play 3 matches with Shell with second ultimate, and I'm trying to talk about that topic during the video. That's like one type. Then I have some news-related videos, but you actually are way better in presenting news, so I think I'm gonna just stop doing that.
Nah, definitely do it.
And then I started doing the hero tier list series. I think I'm gonna continue that every month or every second month for sure. Then I'm always trying to come up with something special, something unique. Something I never saw before, like reaction type of videos. I'm sometimes making fun of myself, like in one of the Shell videos, I was like, making faces. And I also consider doing some live streaming in the future, but I just didn't figure out yet when and how to do it, because I think I don't have a big audience. Not enough viewers to make live streaming fun, because how I envision live streaming is like, guys, challenge me, let's hop on to free for all, and anytime you beat me, I'm gonna send you like 80 T-gems or whatever. But if I have like 10 viewers on live, it just doesn't make sense. But I'm gonna definitely try it. And recently I started a new series called T-Beats. It's about combining music with gameplay. So sometimes it happens that I play the game and I record it, but don't sit in front of my PC, so I don't have face cam and commentary. And if I feel that it's something worth sharing, then I combine it with music. And it's still in an experimental phase. I'm not sure how viewers are going to react, but basically the title of the video and the overall look and feel of the video is like focusing on the music itself and not really fully on T3. I wanted to try this because, in my opinion, like the regular highlight videos and montages, they are a bit boring. Like, who would want to watch that and why? But if I can come up with like good music and put something on screen that looks nice visually, I have that visualizer thing on the screen in those videos. Not sure if you saw it, but you can check it out. So we'll see. I'm gonna pop out like 5-6 of them, and then I'm gonna see reactions.
Just testing the waters. Gotcha.
Yeah. And also I have shorts, but I think I'm gonna stop that because they just doesn't make sense for me. Like having a short 10 seconds something again for the same reason, even if it's a nice moment, doesn't have enough value for viewers, in my opinion.
That. Yeah, I tried the whole shorts thing and just kind of it fell off, and I haven't been uploading shorts, but no, I feel that. I understand that completely. Alrighty. Let's jump into the next question. What would you like to see come to T3 Arena?
All right, that's an very interesting question. What I would want to see is more players.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm saying that because it's a bit awkward that actually yesterday I wanted to play ranked solo queue. It's hard to envision that there are no players in whole Europe who want to play ranked games at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And I was waiting like for 3 minutes in the queue, and I think this is something that would really have a huge impact on T3, the game itself, because if the player base would be big enough, that would allow the T3 team to implement even new features. They could ramp up their development team, because more players means more money, bigger team, more features, quicker updates. So that's like the number one thing. Second thing, I feel that the ranked game mode has been like attached to the game. it was essentially not part of it. And I think, people who have already experience in similar games can feel that it's like not fully integrated.
Yeah.
It's like a separate game mode. My biggest concern is that people are gonna still play casual, because in ranked game mode you're not getting trophies.
Exactly.
And I think this is something that should be changed. So if T3 team, if you're watching this, please consider, because that's that would really make a big impact on how people think about ranked game mode.
Yeah.
So that's like number 2. I would also want to see like a roadmap published from the T3 team.
That's a good idea.
What we should expect. I can guess what's gonna come. They announced already 5 versus 5, and we know that we're gonna have new heroes now and then, and like seasonal stuff. But it would be better to see that, okay, next year Q1 we're gonna focus on ranked, Q2 5 versus 5, and so on. I think that would really help the community to stick around, because nowadays players come, try something. If it's not to their liking, then they search for something else. So
that's a really smart idea. I've never actually thought about a roadmap. In all the other games I play, there's roadmaps. I agree 100%. There should be a roadmap. Still, we know what's coming. You could even roadmap out like even closer to where we know like what lucky draws are coming, so we can potentially save our gems or our star coins.
Exactly.
That's a really smart idea. I agree.
Exactly. And now that you mentioned lucky draws, I think, in the winter time, it doesn't make sense to pop out like summer skins. I'm not sure why that happens. It's a minor thing, but still it gives like, people, I think, just don't understand why it happens. That skin could have been saved for next summer. Like
100%.
The skin that has been released today.
That was rough with the Sindri skin, because the 30 wins in ranked, maybe not necessarily super hard to do. If you're playing, eventually you'll hit it, but I don't know if that's worth the 25,000 glory points. I just don't think it is.
No. I mean, even if you spend half of your life or day in T3, that's still a lot of glory points.
Oh yeah.
And T3 team was always saying that their primary audience or target audience is casual players, and casual players don't play more than 2 up to 3 hours per day. And combining that with the fact that it's pretty hard to actually get into ranked games, like because of the queues, and on top you're getting random players. If you're a solo player, you will never ever get that skin.
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's expensive, but to share something good about the T3 team, after saying out like 2 or 3 negative things, we really need to say that the T3 team is listening to the community.
Oh, 100%.
They are reacting, and they are admitting if something just went wrong. So I think that they are in the right direction, and if they continue like this, I still believe that this game can be very, very successful in the upcoming years.
I like that they do the Discord polls, like the community polls, to see like the feedback from the community and trying to actually understand what the players want. They definitely are on top of it as far as communication and stuff like that. I agree. Any last remarks you want to make? You can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
There's one thing actually. So we talked about the past. We talked about present stuff, about the channel and all that stuff. But looking ahead, on top of just making this channel popular, there's one more thing which I want to achieve on YouTube actually. So my goal is to first validate that I can make it happen. I want to make it happen to have at least 1 or 2 channels monetized. Actually, one is already monetized. If I can succeed with the Shadyfox channel, if I can get up to like 10k subs or even more, 50k, then at that point I would strongly consider sharing the love and creating a channel dedicated for gamers and players who would want to be successful on YouTube or other platforms, because I see hundreds, thousands, 10,000s of channels and players who would want to be like somewhat famous or eventually earn money, but they don't have the right tools or mindset. And I think I could share those things that they need to consider before starting the journey, and what do they need to do during the journey. And as of now, I think this could be a very successful thing and topic, but that's something for the future.
Okay.
Let's jump back to present. At this point, I'm really thankful for like all the support I'm getting, not just from the creators, but like creators, T3 team, and obviously viewers. I mean, I didn't expect to get so much positive feedback.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what always gives me energy to start the next video. So guys, I'm very thankful. I'm super happy that I'm always getting the likes and the views, and I mean, it just makes me happy. This is why I do the giveaways, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I didn't mention the giveaways, so content,
That's
how
true.
could I forget? So doing a giveaway is like, it's like giving a present, giving a gift to someone else and seeing them being happy. That's that's a very nice feeling. Thank you guys for for actually taking the time and watching my videos. And actually, if you are still around, then this is the point where I need to ask you to jump over to my channel if you haven't done it, or if you don't know me, because if it was interesting enough for you to listen, then now is the time to jump over and subscribe there as well.
Yep. As he mentioned, go check out his channel. All the links will be in the description. You guys can go hang out over there. Shady, you're a fantastic content creator, and I love that I had you on as the first guest for the Inside the Arena series. Thank you so much, dude, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you as well. Thank you as well, Jordi. And keep up the awesome work you started. I think you are the fastest growing T3 creator in the whole team. So you're doing something, yeah, you're awesome.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. So, all right, guys, that was Shadyfox on the first episode of Inside the Arena. Let me know what you guys think about this series. I think it'd be really cool to get other content creators in on the series and just talk about, them, and just get to know a little bit more about their lives, and also, their favorite heroes, different things about T3. I think this is a really interesting idea. So I definitely want to bring on more arena creators in the future and just kind of collaborate with them and just have a really fun conversation and just have entertaining content. Leave a like on the video, subscribe for some more T3. I will be doing more of my Arena Cup stuff coming up here soon. So stay tuned for that. It's a really fun series. If you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you do so. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. And as always, peace out, guys.